Hello everyone, good afternoon and welcome to my channel. My name is Ijoma Moke and today we're going to talk about an interesting topic: why women reject sex. Okay, culturally we believe that men are sexual being, they enjoy sex more and all of that, but women also enjoy sex. Women love sex, right? Yes, but most times men get this rejection a lot from their spouse. So ever wondered why these things happen? I'm here to give you the reason, but before we dive into the topic, please subscribe to my channel if you are a new visitor. If you're a new subscriber, please click the notification button. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming through. So let's dive in. Women's sexual response, it responds slowly, unlike the men. Okay, a man could just see something and you see his erection comes up, but for a woman it's more slow. So a woman needs more stimulation, more arousal, to get her to a space where she desires sex. Okay, yes. So though not for everyone, because everybody's libido is not the same, but ideally most women, because we are emotional, we want that arousal. A woman is like an oven. Okay, so you need to start it up. It takes time to start up, while a man is just, it's like a microwave, right? Yes, so it doesn't take time before it starts to heat up. So for a woman, it needs time. You need to take time. It needs effort. Okay, both outside the bedroom and in the bedroom. Now, what are the reasons why women reject sex? Number one reason could be stress. Stress is a number one killer of libido or desire, sexual desire. So it could be that that particular woman is tired. Because we are multitasking, we have to do chores, we have to take care of kids, we have to work. And if you are doing all of this before you get home, in the day you find that you are exhausted, and at night the man wants sex, another activity that may need strength. So you find that this woman is tired. Although sex is also a way to douse stress. Okay, yes, because after the show, by the time you release the feel-good hormones, the oxytocin, the dopamine, and all of that, it helps your system to relax. Okay, yes. So women need to understand that sex also helps with stress. Okay, so anyway, that's by the way. But number one thing you need to take care of as a man is to help your wife. Yes, help your wife. If your wife is the busy type that does chores, does this and all of that, have to take care of the kids, sometimes help with one or two of those activities, to lessen her burden. This will help women a lot. Okay, and if your wife is the type that enjoys act of service as her love language, then you have to do more, because expectations are there. She understands love when you offer service, when you help. So a lot of women complain that their spouses do not help them, and at the end of the day they also want sex. Now for a man, sex is like a reward. Okay, yes, so you want to get the reward after the daily work and all of that. Men actually need sex as a function. It is a function. Sex is a function of the man. So but women don't see it like that. They feel that you have to actually help them, speak love, speak affection, to get them to that zone when they have to offer sex. Now that's number one reason. Number two reason why women reject sex is lack of intimacy. Now, if you're not emotionally connected with your spouse, it might be difficult to get that woman, to desire you. So they need that emotional connection. They need you to be more affectionate. They need you to be more romantic. They need you to flirt with them. Okay, so your connection should be deep. When you get it at that deeper sense, the woman is, she comes by. And that's why we say, if you want to have sex, prepare yourself 72 hours before the time. Now, somebody could say, does it mean that I have to have sex like 2 or 3? I have to prepare the woman 2 or 3 days before I could enjoy sex? No. If you make it a habit to celebrate the woman, appreciate her, validate her, okay, affirm her, words of affirmation, okay, yes. Let's take, for instance, you might not, because of your own work and duty, you might not have time to help with the chores, but you saying, recognizing, her efforts in the marriage and in the family can give her some sense of, value, right? Yes. So affirmation is another way you can win over your wife. So try to make it a habit to affirm her, appreciate her, celebrate her, okay? And then prepare her, before you go in for it. You can start with call, you can start with talking, romantically about it. You can start with flirting before the time, okay? You can start with gifting if she's the type that likes gifts, okay? You can start, by non-sexual touches, just a simple hug, okay? Preempting that this is actually what you want, and don't be so predictable that every time you do those actions, it means that you actually want sex. So if a woman understands it that way, it can also be a turn off for her. So you can just switch things over. Now, another reason why women reject sex is hormonal imbalance. Yes, if a woman is going through this phase, sometimes her libido, her desire goes down, okay? So you want to help her to boost her hormone, especially if they are going through premenopausal phase or she has actually entered menopause. So it can actually affect her hormone. Now, the hormone that desires, sex and all of that is decreased. Her estrogen is decreased. So going through the medical process to really help her boost her hormone can actually help her to come around. And then another reason why women reject sex is when she's feeling pain. Like a woman in her menopausal period could say she's feeling pain. She can experience vaginal dryness, okay? Now, that's why we encourage men to use lubricants to actually lubricate that area, because pain can be a very, very bad thing, okay? Because when you are in pains, you do not enjoy whatever the man is doing at that time. And we also encourage women to talk. If you feel discomfort in any way, please say it, and then you as a man receive that information and then try to change, okay? Yes, go for healthy lubricants. Don't use your saliva. Saliva is not a lubricant. So go and get a good lubricant that can help you and your spouse. And then women enjoy foreplay, but most men are so much in a hurry. Okay, you have an erection, you just want to insert your penis and off you go. And after even having a great sex, you do not cuddle the woman, you don't speak to her, you are not, all lovey-dovey. Because women actually like love making, but men like sex. They just want to have the quickie, they just want to have it so quick and they're off. Okay, that's not how to make love. So you have to start outside the bedroom, start playing with your wife, start talking sweet nonsense, okay? Start encouraging her, help her with something, okay? This will help the woman to come around. So by the time you are all through, and then you get your reward. And then another thing is that some men are too fast. That's another reason why women feel that the sex is not great, because you are too fast. At the end of the show, you pull out, you sleep. But what about the woman? That time she needs you to begin to talk to her. She needs you to begin to cuddle her, okay? So these are things that make women relax, okay? So, and when she didn't climax, because you are too fast, and because a woman's body is not fashioned in that way, her sexual processing system is not that fast, you need to take things slowly. Sometimes you need to change the frequency, okay, while you are at it. Sometimes you need to do different things at a time to get her to orgasm. So most women, because they do not approach orgasm, because they feel that you don't care, when you, after sex, you leave a woman without all of that cuddling and all of that after sex, love making, because I call it love making, okay? They feel that you don't love them, they feel like you don't care, you are not considerate, you're selfish, okay? So do well to practice after sex love making, okay? You show her love before the sex. After the sex, you also get romantic with all of that. Now, another reason why a woman might reject sex is if it doesn't feel the same anymore. Yes, women after childbirth have some bodily changes. For example, the vaginal wall might stretch, okay? Now, it may not feel the same way she receives your penis, and might not feel the same way, because those stretches might actually make it feel loose a bit and all of that. So you see that it's no longer as tight as it used to be, it's no longer as great as it used to be, because of all those changes of childbirth and everything. But you need to encourage your wife, okay, that these are normal body changes that comes with childbirth. Walk with her through the process, and then you guys will get to enjoy sex. The next thing is you being unromantic. Yes, because of the busyness of life, we're all about work and stuff like that we're all about chasing money, and so we neglect the romantic aspect of our life, where we have to date our spouse all over again. I mean, that was the reason why she developed feeling for you in the first place. So we actually allowed those feelings to die completely. We begin to live like we're roommates, okay? So our intimacy practically goes dry. So you find out that the desire for you is no longer there. Another reason why a woman might reject sex is if the man betrayed her trust. Yes, for some men that cheat, for some men that are involved with other women, your wife might not be open to having sex because she feels betrayed. Betrayal of trust can actually erode your sex life, okay? She might also feel that you may contact STDs or STI, okay? So she might often reject you because she does not trust you. So it boils down to creating a safe space for her, making sure that trust is there, that nothing affects your trust for each other, okay? So that way you will be encouraging her to continue to love you more and more. Now, another reason why a woman might reject sex is if there are too many fights in the relationship, okay? You see, all this quarrel, fighting, disagreements can actually affect your sex life, especially when the issues remain unresolved, okay? So try as much as you can to ensure that you resolve the fights quickly as soon as they happen. You talk her through it, you engage in more conversation, more communication to resolve your issues, because what this fight does is to further reduce your desire for each other. So resolving your fights quickly can actually help you to strengthen the bond in your relationship. So whenever you have a fight with your spouse, ensure that you settle it quickly. Learn some conflict resolution skills that can help you settle your matters easily, because these fights, when they are constant yelling, criticism and all of that, it erodes your sexual life. So if you want to enjoy sex, ensure that you settle your conflict. Now, another reason why a woman might reject sex is lack of good hygiene, okay? If a man is dirty, whenever you approach somebody, your nose is quick to perceive something. So an awful odor can be irritating, okay? So this can actually cause rejection, okay? So if you don't want to be rejected, ensure you keep your hygiene 100% neat. You take care of your hygiene, okay? Yes, hygiene is not just about women. Men also should take care of their hygiene. Ensure that you take care of your nails if you have to use your nails to do certain things, okay? Your oral hygiene, your body hairs and all of that. If you're keeping hair, ensure that they are well taken care of, okay? So these things can breed dissatisfaction, and then it can erode your sex life, all right? and then help your wife in the home. Okay, if she's somebody that likes, I think every woman likes act of service, so help your wife at home with the kids and other things if you can. And if you can't, ensure that you're validating her, ensure that you appreciate her, you celebrate her. You know, begin 72 hours before the time, before the show, if you are not appreciative enough. So do things that will speak affection. Women like affection. When you do these things, she's gonna read, you know, in her mind that you love her, and then you're gonna get your reward. Okay. And then try to make sex great, because when it's not great, a woman will probably reject it. If you're too fast, if you're too quick, if you will just want to rush in and rush out, you make her feel like, you know, an object, okay, a sex object. But when you take things slow, you know you're dealing with a human being with a different nervous system, with a different sexual processing system. So you now get her to release these happy hormones that will make her to desire you more and more. So these are just a few points that can help you improve your sexual life with your spouse. I do hope you enjoyed today's video. If you find value in it, please share the video so that others can have access to it. And do well to tell me in the comment section other reasons why you think women reject sex. I'll be here to bring you more content. I remain Ijoma Nwoke, your relationship coach. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe so you get our content. Thank you so much. God bless you, and thanks for watching. I love you. Bye for now.